I wanted to pull this up. I heard about this clip. That it's unhinged.
So there's this clip going viral online of a dozen women being asked the following question: do we need men? Most answered very quickly, no.
Do we need man? Do we need man? True. Okay, bye. She's so smart when she says it. Because she knows that she's going to get like the haha, of course we don't.
And only one said she thought women needed a man in their lives, only one. But when men were asked a similar question, do we need women, most of them said yes.
That's just so sad. It's sad that she thinks that this is funny. That's what it is. Who would you blame if we are gone? Well, men, of course. Dude. Who will you call when your pipe burst? Stop being logical. I don't like this. What do you mean you're coming at me with your reasons and logics and all the... I feel offended.
So why do you think...
But let's see. I'm curious. Why do they think that they don't need man? I am actually very curious. Because, like, the obvious aside that, like, you know, men are very crafty when it comes to handiwork and all sorts of stuff that women are prone to not be interested in, I would love to see why.
That is.
Because men are useless.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Sure. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Anyways, how can I argue against that? Yeah, that's actually a solid point. I did not think about it. She's absolutely right. This is a satire, right? Say no more. Argument 1. This is a satire, right? They are just memeing, right? She got us, lads. We actually do nothing. Yeah, no. All right, time to pack up, surely.
I mean, love it. And by the way, I want to differentiate between straight men and gay men.
I knew it. I remember. Oh my God. Do you remember? Do you remember when I said that these Karens hate men, but they give a pass to gay men because they don't see them as men? I told you. I don't know which video I was commenting on, and I was saying the exact same thing, that they always give a pass to gay men. They don't... I am so angry. I hate you. You're a Karen. You're a Karen and you're the problem. Because you think like this. You think in such crazy, insane extremes. So let me think. If this person has a husband, then she hates her husband, or God, if she happens to have a son, what happens to that son? Will you tell her, well, son, it kind of sucks that you're a guy. You could have been much better. God forbid a son. Her son is gay. Oh, okay. Yeah, this is true. True.
Because I think I would die without gay men. Nobody can gossip like gay men. No.
I cannot describe how much negative feelings I have in my heart. So she said, all men are useless, except for gay men, because gay men are good for gossiping. Yeah, but that's all? That's all. Like, what about everything else that men provide? What about safety? What about security? What about all those people who are excellent? Like, let's be real. Okay, I hate to generalize because there are always exceptions for everything, right? But let's be real. Engineering schools and math schools are not filled with girls. I know. I went to university. I got my engineering degree. You know how many girls we had in the class? It was like a 40, 50 people class, and it was 4 girls. It was 4 girls. 3 girls and me. That's it. Out of the 50. Do you know how many people graduated out of that 4 girls? It was me and another girl. The rest of them dropped out. You're an engineer? Unfortunately, yes. So 3 girls on a scooter? Yeah. That's 10% not bad. And out of the boys, it was like 30 boys or 20-something boys graduating, and it was 2 girls, me and another girl. The rest of them either dropped out, or they changed professions, or they did whatever, you know? And my course wasn't even like the hardcore math. Like, it wasn't like architecture or like actual, like, you know. It was just like a chill, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of engineering, shamalama ding dong. Look what the degree brought you. I'm exactly where I have to be so that I can call people like this a fucking idiot. A bloody lunatic. I studied industrial product design engineering, meaning that I had to measure metals, I had to assemble drills, I had to work with wood, and those kind of things. I had to work with SolidWorks, Inventor, making the 2D designs and schematics and whatnot. Wood, 10 out of 10 wood. It was really fun, really nice. But yeah, I'm just saying, since I was mostly in an engineering school, there wasn't too many ladies there. All the ladies went to study literature and art history and psychology and marketing and management. And I don't want to be like that, but without all the math heavy and drier majors, I don't think that the world could survive.
Nobody can help you accessorize like gay men. Nobody can help you keep you from doing harm to yourself like gay men. But with the exception of somebody like Steve, I think Steve is very self-sufficient.
That's Joy's husband.
But like my husband, it takes a...
She has a husband. Oh, that poor man. She has a husband. Oh, that poor man. She has a husband. Imagine that you have a wife, and your wife comes to a TV show and calls everyone useless. And you're just sitting at home in your cock chair, and you're like, this is fine. Yeah, this is fine. Imagine having a wife. No, but really, like, honestly, I would divorce her.
A village of women to make sure that he's not emaciated, starving, and living in his own filth. He can, you know.
Yeah.
How about,
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna say it. I think men are neater. That's it. I had so many roommates, and I can proudly say men are neater. You know why? Because they have less shit. Men have a singular chair, a singular desk, a PlayStation on the floor next to the TV that is also on the floor, and a trash bucket for the cum tissues. That's it. You have 2 pieces of shirt, 3 underwear, and 1 jeans that works during the summer and during the winter. That's it. Women have 10,000 trillion lipstick, makeup, hair dryer, hair curler, hair straightener, 5 different flavored vanilla body washes, and they are always either on the desk or on the floor. And I don't even start going into how many clothes do they have. I lived with so many people, and I saw their rooms. I actually lived with a gay guy too, and he was also incredibly messy. It was awful to live with him because that man went into the bathroom and he was prettying himself up for 2 hours, and there was no hot water by the end of it. And I was just like, I guess I will die then. Did you gossip with him? I mean, I guess, but sure. I mean, he was sweet. Yeah, I adored him. I just hated him when he went into the bathroom because I knew that I won't have access to anything for 2 hours, okay? He smelled great. He looked great. His hair was perfect, but that motherfucker never left hot water for me. So, yeah.
I feel you guys are married to people that are more...
I have Handy Manny at home. No, he fixes everything. When things go bump in the night, he's the one that goes downstairs.
Oh my God. I like her. She's great. She is defending the man at home. God bless her.
When there's a bug to be exterminated, he does the extermination.
See?
When there is something to be fixed, he fixes it. He throws.
You see, she's like, how dare you? How dare you not hate on man? We are vibing. You're ruining our vibe. How could you have appreciation for your husband? Wait for it. Oh no. Oh
Throws
no.
out the trash and he
Still
throws
no.
out the recyclables. I enjoy all the man stuff.
So
he
my-
does in
But
my
wait a second. I know what you're going to say.
No. No, so far great. Please don't tell me that she's going to fumble. I don't want it. Don't ruin the story with your logic skew. Oh, okay, sorry.
Wait. She's really talking about a servant, let's face it.
No.
It's a handyman she's talking
no,
about.
it's a handy manny.
Oh, it's a handyman with benefits.
We do not have.
Well,
Wait, but is it not a service when you cook for your man? Or when you clean for your man? Isn't that what living together means? That the boy does whatever the boy can and the girl does whatever the girl can? Why would you spin it that way? Because she's miserable. And they hated that she has an actual competent man and she loves that competent man.
but the things that you're describing, you could pay somebody to do that. We're not talking about that. What about the inner life of a man? That's what this is about.
I need my man.
Why are I'm sorry. I'm just so baffled. They're so miserable. Like, what is she supposed to say? Oh my god, the soul. What do you like in your husband? The soul. He has a big, hard soul. And he's just souling me every night. Wow.
3 to 4 times a week. And good for you guys. And then the rest of the time I need a wife. Because I've always said that.
Everyone needs a wife.
No, I tease Vicky, my producer, in the morning. I was like, if you'd like to join Max and I, not in that way, but like Vicky and I could kill it as household runners. Like we would be laughing, giggling, doing all the things, and Max would be so psyched I was wasting all my words somewhere else anyway. So it would be a perfect combo. And the other day, Caleb said to me, this is my youngest son, he said, Mama, I want a spare mom. And I didn't know what he meant.
I know what he meant. Is that he meant that you fucking suck. That's what he meant. When your son tells you that I need a spare mom, maybe you should do a little bit of reflection that, oh, yeah, he wanted a real mom. Maybe he wanted to be like... I'm so sad. I'm so sad that people think like this. Yeah, that poor boy.
He's like, he said Genevieve has a spare mom, and I realized the parents
that,
were
a
divorced.
nanny?
No, divorced. An extra mom,
stepmom.
like 2 moms. And so I asked him, because at first I was a little wounded. I was like, what am I not doing? You know, and he's like, no, I just think at bedtime, you always have to pay attention to the other kids too. And if we had a spare mom, dad and you could, you know, then you just get to focus on me. And it was so sweet. He didn't ask for a spare dad, by the way. He asked for a spare mom.
I took
Yeah, because dad does everything, I guess. So doesn't that mean that dad is better because he only asked for a spare mom because you're lacking? Did she just roast herself with this one? Yeah, one dad is enough, but about the mom, yeah, you don't pay enough attention to me, mom. So I actually kind of want only a spare mom, not a spare dad.
this totally differently in how I prepped because broadly speaking, I feel like men have proven largely useless. Like I think in the political.
Lads, did you know that you guys are largely useless? you know, like how history unfolded, because everyone knows that everything was written by women, right? Like everything we achieved so far was because of women. So you guys are mostly useless, and it would be very nice if you would finally understand this and start acting accordingly. Yeah, called you by useless by a pencil. Bro, did you just call her a pencil? What does that mean?
Moment, the people who are
Guys, don't hold
saying what needs to be said in my party. It's all women. The very few men, with the exception of Mike Pence and a few others, are saying what they need to. But in life, like I need my husband. I don't know if I need any other men, but he is irreplaceable.
Yeah, I think so.
But that's what we're all saying. We like our husband.
Okay, so you don't hate man. You just hate 99% of the man who will not do anything for you. Oh, okay.
Husbands, we just don't need men beyond that.
Yeah, wait till
that's-
you're
yeah.
married 20 years and you'll see how replaceable
Well, the
they
reason
are.
that women,
She's miserable. Did you see what she just said? It's like, oh, okay, I don't think men are cool, but I love my husband because my husband is cool. It's like, okay, we will see if you will still think the same thing in 20 years. I have a feeling that she's not happily married.
I think that the reason women can stay married for as long as they do is because they have a lot of girlfriends.
They have a village.
They have girlfriends. Because I always have to initiate the conversations. He'll step up, but I have to
I thought you were going to
start
say
them.
initiate.
Oh, I don't
was like, no,
I just
don't
told
know
you
if
guys,
it's
I have 8 girlfriends from Panama here who are girlfriends for 50 years since they were in kindergarten.
Oh, I love
And it's that, and they were saying yesterday that they've gone through divorces, they've gone through challenges, and having that village of women has made it possible
Well, we
for
are
them.
more collaborative than men. I think
Yeah.
there have been studies that say that women have much
Wait, women are more collaborative than men? Whoa, did she just say that? Did she just say that women are more collaborative than men? Because I don't want to pull out stuff out of my ass, but I have worked in a strictly women team during my life, and I worked within a strictly men team, and I cannot tell you how awful it is to work with girls. Girls, yeah, they are catty. They will never like what you do. It's never enough. You done it wrong. You didn't do this. You should have done it like that. They will pick on it. Boys are like, did you do it? Okay, cool. Let's go. They are just happy that you did it. Okay? And they will help you. There were multiple times that boys helped me that, hey, like, this is shit. And, like, don't get me wrong. It's not all of them try to fuck me, okay? Because we know that boys have a tendency to be kinder to you if you're trying to fuck someone, okay? Not everyone. They were in relationships, okay? They did not try to bonk me. They were strictly good guys, okay? Believe it or not, they had girlfriends. Okay? Side piece? No. No, they weren't hoeing. They were just like, you know what? I will help you. Girls never did that to me. I have been left behind and abandoned by so many times. And it's always the ladies, mom. Always the ladies. Men have girlfriends. Sometimes they do. Sometimes they have boyfriends, you know?
closer friendship relationships than men do.
Because women
Again, I
have
think we have to make a
because
difference,
women
differentiate gay men.
No, gay men are
in their own category.
I hate it. Why are gay men? Do they not have a dick? Or why is it that gay men are okay but straight men are not? Can gay men not be clumsy or, you know, like bad equally at the same things as normal men? Gay men, different gender? Oh, okay. Yeah. Gay men are women with peepees apparently? Okay, then that's a good question. So if there is like a trans man who was a woman but transitioned into a man and now is a man, is a trans man also deserving a hate, or they also count as the same level as the gay man? Like we if we are talking about exceptions, we have to have all the exceptions now. Or what if there is a man who identifies as non-binary? Is that still a man, or is it just like a level on a gay man? I lost the formula. They won't comment on that question. Oh, okay. The gay on the second, it cancels it out. Okay. I don't think they did that much thinking. It would be easier to say they just hate straight men. It would be so much easier to say that. Like, just don't dance around it. Just say it. Just say that you hate straight men, and that's it. It's all bullshit. People should be all normal. They shouldn't be treated differently based on sexual orientation. Because as much a straight guy can be a jackass, so can a gay person be. Because it's not based off on who you wanna fuck, it's based on human nature. And the same goes for women. Like, a woman can be a jackass just like a guy can be a jackass. What does it matter who fucks who? Like, it's absolute bullshit. It's so infuriating to me. They won't define what a woman is either. Listen, I think everyone knows. I think everyone knows who is who and what is what. I don't think that you have doubts whenever you come in contact with a person like that. Some of the most misogynistic men I met are gay. I wonder if she would like them. She would have to, because that's her agenda. That's in the message. She would pretend to like it just to spy the other ones.
Sorry.
Yeah, but we're not married to gay men, okay?
Oh.
But women have conversations about their feelings. Men talk about
It's
sports,
socializing, yeah.
cars.
I love that she can't even grasp it that men might have feelings. It's like, yeah, women have feelings, but men like sports. Yeah, how do you talk with them? They just all talk about cars and football and like sweaty workouts. All I think about is sports. True, me too. No feeling, just go to work normal. Yeah. We are not married to gay men. Oh. Well, that's apparently called the lavender marriage. Apparently, if a straight woman marries a gay man, it's called the lavender marriage, and it's a thing. And then you can be married. And I guess you just do the lads on the side. Yeah. That's a thing, apparently. How's that work? Well, obviously they don't bunk together, they go to the side to bunk, but they are like married together. Yeah, tax benefits. Men are used as disposable puppets to them. You know, I would love to see if hypothetically, I don't want it, I'm knocking it down, okay? I knocked it down under the wood. But if a World War III would pop up, who would they want to send into the military? The useful women and gay men, or the useless rest of the men? You know, to protect them from literally everything. The gays? You sure about that? Both? The men. World War III is part of the patriarchal agenda, though. Oh. Of course, of course. We made this one up. It's not real.
It's all that stuff.
I don't know. My husband talks about his feelings with his.
Maybe he's gay. Next.
Bro, I'm telling you, this woman is actually so nice. It's like the other one's like, okay, he has feelings. He's gay. Yeah. Feelings, gay. Easy. I love it that they are so blinded by their hatred that they actually don't even consider men human. Like, I never realized this, but they actually think that men are just like a herder caveman who is like, ooga booga, food and sports and sex, and that's all I want. I feel bad for their husbands. I feel bad if they didn't divorce after this. Men are just bald apes. So true. So true. Monkey together strong.
Maybe he's gay. Next.
And you see, she's hurt because she loves her husband. And she's like, yeah, why would you say that? But if she would start a fight, then the other girls would attack her. That's so sad. That's actually so sad.
So there's this clip going viral online of a dozen women being...
This is so sad, man. Madge. Bro. It's upsetty. It gives me the upsetty. It hurt my soul a little. Comments, dude, the last time I scrolled down the comments, I saw something I didn't want to see something, so I'm not sure.